The Michigan Military and Veteran Hall of Honor is producing these video clips and audio clips to explain to folks those who are being inducted into the Michigan Hall of Honor. I'm Jim Fauson, one of the board members, and with me today is Army veteran Robert Neer, who's also a board member and going to tell us about three of the members who are being inducted to the Hall, specifically in the military category. Tell us a little bit about Harry Stewart.
Oh, good morning. Thanks for having me, Jim. Really appreciate it. In this military category, this includes nominees who are career military personnel, either retired or still serving, with exemplary records of their military achievement, significant combat experience, or groundbreaking contributions that have had a substantial impact on their branch or component. So really excited to talk about all three of these inductees, but with retired Lieutenant Colonel Harry Stewart, I'd like to talk a little bit about him and introduce him as one of our first inductees in 2024. He is a distinguished American fighter pilot known for his service within the Tuskegee Airmen during World War II. His career represents a legacy of breaking down barriers, courage in combat, and commitment to advocating for civil rights and contributions in the African American servicemen. Early in his life, he was born in Newport News, Virginia, raised up in New York City, and he was actually born in 1924. He developed a passion for aviation from a young age. It was very clear to him and his family. He was visiting New York City's Floyd Bennett Field when he truly found out that he had a passion for flight. So his early military career led him to joining the famed Tuskegee Airmen, and he was as the first African-American military aviators in the United States Army Air Corps. This was before the Air Force, and was assigned to the Tuskegee Airmen Airfield in 1943 as part of the U.S. Army Air Corps. And this is a challenge back then because despite racial barriers of the time, Stewart completed rigorous training and earned his wings in 1944, becoming a second lieutenant. Yeah, I can go into a lot more detail here, Jim, if you'd like me to, because I'd like to talk about him.
He's really kind of inspirational because he did so many firsts. He did things that people didn't think men like him could do. So tell us some more about him.
Yeah, so he was assigned to the 332nd Fighter Group, known as the Red Tails. Stewart flew 43 combat missions in Europe, piloting the P-51 Mustang, which is an awesome aircraft at that time. His missions included bomber escorts, ground attacks, and reconnaissance. Lieutenant Colonel Stewart, he's credited with shooting down 3 German aircrafts in one day during World War II. And it was a feat that he accomplished, and he was actually awarded the Distinguished Flying Cross from that combat experience.
And we should point out to those who don't know, the Distinguished Flying Cross is one of the highest awards one can receive. And so this was quite a significant accomplishment.
Yeah, it was. And during that time period, this was all going on while he was facing racial discrimination, and he remained dedicated to his missions and his comrades by showing us that he was able to accomplish this type of work in the field and to get rid of all that in his head and still continue the mission. He didn't lose a single, not one single enemy fight is what he's accredited with.
So tell us why he is so, maybe inspirational is the word, maybe educational is the word. Why should young and Michiganders kind of look and learn more about his story?
Oh, he's a trailblazer in many areas. Stewart, his life and career, even today, serve as an inspiration for breaking barriers, as courage, building resilience, and emphasizing the collective courage of the Tuskegee Airmen as a whole. Some of the awards and recognition that he has received over the years for his military service has been inspirational and continues to be inspirational.
I saw that he earned a mechanical engineering degree from New York University when reviewing his materials, and he went on and retired as vice president of A&R Pipeline Company in Detroit, Michigan, which was a large-scale interstate national gas pipeline system operations. These men and women often get out of the military and have a fabulous career, don't they?
Yeah, they can absolutely. Yep. Especially those who have found a way to work through all and process through all the things that they did while in the military and combat.
So we certainly encourage others to go learn more about him. He actually wrote a book that is kind of one way you can learn about him, but you can go to the Michigan Military Veteran Hall of Honor website and learn more about him, or your favorite search engine. Soaring to Glory, a Tuskegee Airman's firsthand account of World War II. So
Yeah.
we'd encourage people to delve more into it. And he is really well qualified, isn't he, Robert, to
Yes.
be inducted into the Hall of Honor?
Yep. It is an honor and a privilege to be able to share a little bit, once again, just a little bit of his story, considering how much of an impact he's had around the world, based off of his mission experience and his experience being shared as legacy.